already up a pair of touchdowns. They've got everything going their way early on.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll start with a quick throw complete out to the right. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
They go play action here on first down. And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. And the Commanders are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second down and a run by Robinson. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Things looking much rosier for him here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Jahan Dotson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Commanders take a 3-touchdown lead. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste. And the Commanders are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. They'll come out throwing here on first down. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be second down. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Now, that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
10 yards there, good for a Washington first down. They'll look to throw. That's out wide here for Robinson. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turned it into a successful play.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Back to the ground with Robinson. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth.
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
4 yards the pickup, first down. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 13 yards there on a Washington first. But just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Up the middle, here's Edwards. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On third down, here's Edwards. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Gus Edwards, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Commanders are able to add on to their first half lead. The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it is 28-0. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. On play action, they'll throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And, that would get a wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. Third down coming up. They'll throw now on the final play. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've reached halftime here in our nation's capital with the Commanders on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On third down, Robinson. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They're 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Flush to his right. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. But pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack. A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a fourth down. They'll try and throw for it here. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. A little jet sweep to start the drive. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll run with Robinson. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Brian Robinson Jr., his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders open the lead up to 34-0. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes this 35-0 now. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And they'll get him down here at the 23. The first down screen pass, good for 5. 2nd and 5. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll look to throw again. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jamel Dean. And the Commanders are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
61 yards on the ground for him so far. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
The offense on 3rd down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he will get the first down as he's up to the 20-yard line. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. from where we sit, is actually frustration, not a good play.
And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.